maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he isn't interested in revenge after all.
Another vampire. We meet again.
Well, if it isn't my good friends, the...
Simpson family, Master.
Simpson, eh? Excellent.
Dad, do you notice anything strange?
Yeah, his hairdo looks so queer.
I heard that.
You was a boy.
This could be your lucky night, Conker. If I was going to kill you and drink your blood, Trey, come here.
Can we just go back a bit there? The drinking my blood bit? What's all that about?
I said, come here.
You there, are you a fan of Halloween? Are you stuck in the 90s? Let me help you out there real quick. There, that's a lot better. Are you a fan of Halloween? Are you afraid of going out at night because of the Vampire Menace? Are you too scared to walk down a sketchy forest at night in fear of your blood being sucked? Well, have you come to the right place, because I, Randa Altman, is here to show you just how to survive the best night in the entire universe. That's right, I'm here to tell you...
I'm hungry. Got a minute?
One second. Welcome, one and all, to How to Hunt the Vampire Menace. First order of business is... If you're going to go into battle, you better make sure you're armed properly. You really don't want to walk up to the Dark Lord's house, threaten to have a fist fight with him, then beat his shins like a wet noodle, which is why I recommend getting a sword. Now, hold on, do not run to your local blacksmith and tell him to make you a giant greatsword.
Do you think maybe he's compensating for something?
That's just gonna make you a giant target for anything that wants to train you dry. You want something a little more smaller and sleeker that you can kind of hide a little better, which is why I recommend a katana. A katana is versatile and very strong. You can cut anything up into sushi. However, I know for a fact katanas are kind of hard to use, so a little training does go a long way. Unless you're a weeb, then automatically you know how to use one, like one specifically that I know and love. With a little practice, you'll be able to walk down any dark, dank alleyway, snowfield, or whatever is haunted by the Vampire Menace, and be able to tear them apart. But what if you're someone that can't even use a small knife without injuring yourself to the ninth degree? Or if you're someone that prefers to, stay at range, at safe distance, and out of neck-biting range, then the solution is simple. Get a gun. If you can get your hands on a weapon, then automatically you have the range advantage, or the high ground if you prefer. Do be aware that using a regular gun is going to be a touch more difficult than using a sword. More moving parts equals something could go wrong. So be sure to train with that firearm first before you start going out hunting. You don't really want to start aiming down your sights to a local bloodsucker, have the weapon jam, and then all of a sudden you're on the menu.
Quiet, baby. What will the neighbors think?
1 second, please. Now that you have armed yourself, on to the next step of... One does not simply go into battle wearing no armor. You might as well strip naked and say, "My body is ready," to your local blood-sucking menaces. So it is highly recommended you get yourself some decent armor. Now, I do not recommend grabbing the nearest heavy armor station and going like a tank. That's basically inviting the local Vampire Menace to open you up like a tin can. What's the best armor you can actually use then? Chainmail armor. Fun fact, most divers wear chain link armor when swimming with sharks because it adds a layer of protection against their teeth, which in your case is going to work a little differently, but the fact stays the same. It is highly recommended you do not walk up to a shopkeep, tell them that you need chainmail armor to protect yourself while hunting vampires on Halloween night. That is going to be a one-way ticket to getting yourself locked in a padded room with a padded vest.
My brain tickles.
Which is a perfect way to lead into the third and final step of... Now that you have your weapons, your armor, you just need one more thing: the people. Because nothing says friendship like going out on the best night of the year and defending yourself as a team against the very pretty people. But you don't want to just gather any Tom, Dick, or Harry. You want to get a specific set of individuals to join you on the suicide mission of importance. One specific individual you should absolutely guaranteed have is the asshole. You want that one guy who thinks he's all that and can do literally no wrong. Guess what? He's the bait. He's going to be your one-stop shop to let you know just how screwed you are. However, if you can't find a individual of questionable nature, then the next step is who pulls the short straw. Make sure you all gather around together and see who pulls the short straw of being the bait. Do be sure to have a copy of this person's will though, because let's be honest, they're not gonna make it out alive. But with everyone gathered, armed, and looking absolutely fabulous, it is time to go and conquer the night. And that, my fellow humans, is how you survive the Vampire Menace. With these tips, you are slightly guaranteed to make it out in one piece. Want to do something right? Do it yourself.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. When the blazing sun is gone, when the nothing shines upon. Though I know not what you